Hello everyone, my name is Nehal Nandkumar and today's topic is joint family versus nuclear family. Now, in the joint family, there are your parents, your grandparents, your uncle, aunt, everyone. So the people, when generations to generations, they stay together in a house, it is a joint family, and when just two married persons, that is mother, father, and the children. When these people stay in a house, it is a nuclear family, that is, which is without the grandparents. Nowadays, what's happening is the people they are mostly preferring the nuclear families, and it is because now the people they travel because they migrate to the urban areas, settling down in search of the jobs. So there only they just due to job and other reasons and settling there. So what happens is what your parents, grandparents are there, they are in the villages. It is not possible for that to bring them here, or maybe they are not ready to come here in the urban areas and they want to settle down here due to the change environment. So the nuclear family they are increasing day by day, right? But what are the differences between both the families, nuclear and joint? In the joint families, since we are having our grandparents, uncle, aunt, there are some of the restrictions imposed on a person. Like for example, for going for night outs, day outs, in the clothing sense, then for example, your trips, everything, whatever, education or anything. For each and everything, you have to take permission from your family members. You have to take permission from your grandfather, from your grandmother, from your uncle, from your aunt, everyone. You have to consider everyone's opinion. So, due to this, what happens? Some of the restrictions are imposed on a person in the joint family. Whereas in the nuclear family, you are having freedom in that sense. Just your mother and father. You have to take permission from your parents, and that's enough, right? They'll give you permission, and then like the intensity of restrictions. So it is not more in the nuclear family, but whereas it is more in the joint family. Then, but in joint family, what happens? Since we are having our grandparents, they are telling us different stories. They are telling us about our past, about our histories, about our traditions, cultures. So we get to know about many things from our grandparents. Right? They have seen the world from the history from the past eras. So they are knowing so much about our India or so much about the world, and those things we are getting to know from them. We are getting to know various stories, and grandparents they are treating us very lovingly. They are very friendly. So what happens is we are getting a connection with them. So we are developing the social relationships. We are developing the sense of respect towards elders in the joint family, right? So these things they are missing in the nuclear families. In the nuclear families, what happens? Even both the mother and father, with husband and wife, they are working. So the child he does not get those things to do. They are busy with their professional life, and due to this, the child he lacks in the social relationships, in establishing social relationships, and knowing all these things, right? They are not knowing our traditions or cultures because parents are not having enough time to give to the children and tell them about each and everything. Okay. Then what more things about joint family and nuclear family are in the joint family, I would say there are the people to share things with them. Like if someone is feeling lonely, if someone is not getting well, if he's thinking of getting depressed, he can go and talk to the other persons, talk to the people in the family because he has so many people around him. Say he can go and talk to his uncle or grandparents, whoever he feels telling to. He can go and talk to them. He can be he can open up to the persons, and he'll release the stress. Right? So he'll feel stress free because he's having someone to whom he can talk to, share things with, tell him all the problems, But in the nuclear families, what happens? This thing is missing. With the parents, they are not having time. See, whenever the parents they come from job, they are hoping for a peaceful environment, peaceful atmosphere in the house, and they are so tired they are not having time to talk to us, to listen to our talks. So due to this, what may happen in a nuclear family? A child he may get into the depressed states because he is not having someone to whom he can open up to talk to about all these problems and everything, right? So this is the drawback because of the nuclear family. Okay, then again, what more things we can talk? See, in the joint families, what happens ki the expenses, whatever family expenses are there, they are more because a person who is the head of the family, he has to look after everyone, right? So what happens ki expenses in the joint family are more as compared to the nuclear family. So in the nuclear family, a person can save his or her money for the future uses. So that is the thing ki economy, in case of economy, the expenses in the joint family are more, and in the nuclear family they are limited to a certain extent. Just the person, the head, he just have to manage the expenses of the wife and children, right? So that thing. Then sometimes what happens in the joint family, a person might get irritated because there are so many people and you have to, there are like just noise or noise, these things are happening sometimes in the joint families because you not get a peaceful environment there. Anyone will come and interfere in your life. That is sense of privacy is not there in the joint families because there are so many people. It's not necessarily that only one uncle, you have two, three, it depends, right? So that's the thing, privacy is not there in the joint families. Whereas in the nuclear families, you'll have your separate room, you'll have your separate space, you'll have your personal space. So there will be no one to interfere in your life, or you can see you have a max to max privacy will have in the nuclear families. So this is the thing which is like it's good in one sense, you will be having your personal space, but second thing, sometimes you may feel lonely. You're not having anyone there by you, right? And see, not even only the joys and sorrow, but also in sorrows, in the conditions of very case of medical emergencies. In the joint families, there will always be someone who will be there to help you, right? But in the nuclear families, you do not have anyone, because we see in the cities, people they are not even ready to talk to their neighbors and how they are going to help each other, right? So that's the thinking, there will not be someone in case of medical emergencies. So these are the things about joint family and nuclear family. Okay, thank you.